I'm sure everything that you sell is strong and works,
Yeah.
and et cetera. But I'm trying to identify the questions that the vendors, the customers have when they come to you, and mostly because there probably are people in this audience who are considering one thing or another, and asking the right questions is always going to be an important thing.
The question I get to me answers I need a lot when I'm talking to vendors is, how can I screw this up?
Okay.
And that
That's a good
really, really useful from a, your services are, 99.97% uptime and
Right.
strong.
Great.
But
Okay.
I am the chain that's going to break something.
Break something. Okay.
What is my responsibility versus what is your responsibility?
Yes.
Clarify that, because when you get to cloud services, it could be, the demarcation could be less obvious or less clear if you are not familiar with the cloud environment.
Right.
So that's a good question.
Okay, that's good. Megan, how about you?
On that, integrations, like what you're going to need to integrate, looking at the entire workflow, being able to identify, a lot of like what Jean was saying, who does what, how long it will take. Those types of things are very important. I think some of the funniest questions people have asked me would be like, how much does this cost? And I ask them, about what it is that they're looking for, how many viewers they think they're gonna have, and it's just, oh, this is content. So it's like it hasn't been thought through as much. So they're trying to budget something before they really understand what their market is and who, they want to target. And that's really hard to do when you're talking about cloud technology. I think a wonderful question that somebody can ask a vendor is, can you give me best practices? Are there examples that you can, that are similar to what maybe we're talking about where they were successful? And then also, what are the failures that you've seen? Because oftentimes, people don't want to reinvent the wheel. So if there is a new technology and there are integrations, there are systems that are set up, there are hierarchies and things like that that have already been built and established, why not at least, share those with the people that are trying to get on air fast?
Okay. And again, in fact, for anybody here, so if you're considering something, for instance, and you want to move something to the cloud service, okay, do you start to find out about the whole workflow? Do you want to know absolutely everything someone's doing, or are you only concerned with your piece of it?
Well, I think you have to know the demarcation points, you have to know the integration points, you have to know the goals, and some things that are maybe up the, or downstream maybe aren't as important to you. But I think if you just go in with like your requirements checklist, you're gonna miss something. Okay. So understanding more about the project, and then like working together to create a run book of how all of this is gonna work.